Buck is out and about. He is live as the zoo gets ready for Boo at the Zoo, which starts tomorrow.
Good morning. Yeah, Boo at the Zoo starts tomorrow at 5 p.m. and I'm joined now with Sydney Koala. You doing well this morning? You have the fur to keep a little warm. It's a little chilly out here, right? Well, we're going to have some of the characters here throughout the morning, and we are going to hopefully show you some of the animals as well. But we're at Frogwarts, the Asian Quest, the entrance here, and Sydney's joining me. Thank you very much for coming out this morning. It's great to see you. I'm going to let you step to the side, though, so that way the graphics don't come down and hit you, because we have a giant crane that's going to drop in our weather graphics here. Let me show you what we're talking about this morning. It is a cool start to the morning. The coolest temperatures all morning have been out to the east for us. If you're heading out the door, I would recommend the jacket. 47 degrees in Newark. Beautiful morning. Cambridge right now is at 42 degrees. We have had some fog out to the east, but it's improved. We were at a quarter-mile visibility earlier in Newark. You can see that's back up to 1 mile visibility now. So we've seen improvements, but watch out for a little valley fog. And how about these temperatures? Cambridge right now, 42 degrees. That's the coolest temperature we've had of the season so far. That's only 10 degrees above freezing. 52 here in Columbus, a lot of upper 40s. So for the kids heading out the door to the bus stop, no need for the rain gear today, and actually no need for the rain gear tomorrow. 52 for the morning. Temperatures are jumping on the bus this morning. If you live in the outlying areas, even a little cooler. 76 this afternoon. We'll see a few more clouds later into the day, but again, we are dry today. That's going to change as we head into the weekend. We're going to time out that rain for you coming up here in just a little bit. Again, weather on the go at Columbus Zoo, getting prepped for Boo at the Zoo starting tomorrow at 5 o'clock. We have a lot more coming up right now. Back to Mike.
For some Halloween fun at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, and Andrew Buckmichael is live there at the zoo this morning with the forecast and also a look at this year's Boo at the Zoo. Hey, Buck.
Good morning, Mike. Yeah, we are up here live at the Columbus Zoo. It's kind of interesting to be here at the zoo so early in the morning, and I'll tell you what, it's all decorated. It's spooky for the kids. Not too spooky, but we're right now in the Asian Quest area, and this is Frogwarts, and I'm joined now with Kristen Voidila, correct?
Correct, yes,
so,
you got it.
Boo at the Zoo starts tomorrow, 5 o'clock. I mean, how much time does it take to decorate everything? This is fantastic.
Yeah, it takes several weeks, typically around 5 to 6 weeks. Our team works hard, long days, hours to put these magical rooms and areas together. So it's a lot of fun. We enjoy it, and we love seeing the guest reactions to it.
So, Boo at the Zoo, if someone's maybe never been here before, what parts of the zoo can they expect to see the decorations, and what can someone expect if they come out here for this?
Sure, so there's little pockets everywhere in our Adventure Cove region, around Conservation Lake, Asia Quest, our Shores region, our Carousel, our North America region. So there's different things here and there. You'll see Halloween decorations all throughout. We have our Tommy C. Turtles Trick or Treat Trail, which has our 13 candy stations. So guests can go around and explore, get candy in our Adventure Cove region, Conservation Lake, and Asia Quest. So those are some of the primary spots guests can explore.
Anything new this year compared to the past years?
Yes, so we have a giant pumpkin display that has over 150 pumpkins that guests can see. It's really cool. They're all lit, very fun. We also have pumpkin projections as well.
Where's that at?
This is actually in Asia Quest, so in our Frogwarts area. So it's another part of this exhibit.
So maybe we can share that then maybe this morning.
Yeah, you might get a sneak peek,
like
definitely.
It. All right. Well, the weather tomorrow looks great. Saturday looks good. Sunday's the iffy day.
Yeah.
So if people
we'll
coming
keep our
out,
fingers crossed.
Yeah, people come out, I would say late Friday and Saturday the best days to do it. Thanks very much.
We'll
be talking again coming up in a little bit. We're also going to try to show you some of the animals. So
sounds great.
Sounds great. All right, well let me pull in the graphics here from the top here, and we'll show you exactly what we are looking at. We are getting closer and closer and closer to Halloween. Now, it's not here just yet, but as I mentioned, we'll get there eventually. So let me step over here because I need to get my computer back up and going, so that way hopefully it advances here. It does not quite want to work out. So if Phil Kelly can do me some assistance in the Weather Center, or if Katie's back there, hit the space bar on the weather computer, and hopefully we'll bring in the graphics here this morning. So as you're heading out the door here this morning, we are dealing with temperatures nice and cool. Blue Jackets starting 14 days for the regular season. 31 days, though, until Halloween. So we're getting closer to Halloween, but it's nice that Boo at the Zoo starts a little early and come out tomorrow. 5 o'clock is when it starts. For today, tomorrow, we're looking at sunshine, a few clouds this afternoon, specifically for those clouds. Next 3 days, we're going to have some cool mornings, but mild and warm afternoons. Thursday looks pretty good today. Friday looks great. Saturday, good as well if you want to go to the pumpkin patch, maybe Boo at the Zoo. Sunday and Monday, though, are going to be wet for us. Let's talk about what we've got right now, and we're going to dive into that rain coming up with the 7-day. Beautiful shot of downtown here this morning, so as you're heading out the door, it's a nice, cool, crisp morning. Once again, we're at 52 degrees in Columbus. Some of the outlying areas have been a little bit cooler, so light breeze out of the north. Check out these temperatures. Zanesville's at 47, 45 right now in Chillicothe. Hour by hour wise, we get up to about 77 for the high later today, and we'll show you that with Futurecast here. So early this morning, we've got clear skies, but watch as these clouds out to the west start moving in a little bit more as we get to noon, 69 or 69, and then eventually 77 for the high today. A few more afternoon clouds, light winds coming out of the northeast. Tomorrow, we'll see these clouds kind of linger, so a few clouds early tomorrow morning, but I do expect these to kind of clear out as we go through the day tomorrow. So we will start out at 50 in the morning. We get up to about 70 or so at lunchtime, upper 60s, and then eventually 75 for the high tomorrow. Mostly sunny skies for the afternoon. So later today, tonight, and tomorrow, a few clouds outside. But as we get to the 7-day forecast here, again, the chance of rain will be going up for your Sunday and Monday. We might get some rain late Saturday evening, Saturday night, but Sunday and Monday we're anticipating scattered showers and thunderstorms. Temperatures stay in the 70s the entire 7-day forecast. Saturday's the warmest. Next week with some of that rain, it cools us off into the low 70s, but pretty comfortable temperatures. Might just need the jacket for the mornings or the rain gear Sunday and Monday. We got a lot more coming up here from the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Stick around.
As weather on the go this morning, he is live at the Columbus Zoo getting ready for Boo at the Zoo.
You know, they call us Buckeye City. They call us the capital city. I think they should call it the Champ City after last night with the Crew, the Blue Jackets, and the Clippers all winning last night. But yes, we are up at Boo at the Zoo, or it starts tomorrow, but we're at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, kind of previewing it today, show you what you can expect if you're bringing the kids up here for Boo at the Zoo. I'll tell you what, it's a chilly morning. I'm still wearing the jacket here inside. As you are heading out the door this morning, it's been a beautiful time lapse. Check this out here. You can see the skies just brightening up and just a fantastic shot of downtown this morning. Now, as I mentioned, it is chilly. A lot of places are a little bit cooler this morning than what they were yesterday morning. Cambridge, check out that far right-hand center side of the screen there. You're seeing the skies brighten up, but 42 degrees, only 10 degrees above freezing. And as we take a look at temperatures all across the state, we have clear skies for now, but if you look to the right down here to the bottom left, we do have some clouds in southern Indiana and Kentucky that are heading in our direction. We'll see a few clouds into the afternoon today, but still a beautiful day. 77 is what we got to yesterday. That's exactly what we're calling for today. 77 for the high. Building clouds in the afternoon, but still a mostly sunny day overall. We're dry today. We are dry tomorrow. By late Saturday, a 20% chance of late evening rain. Sunday, though, it's going to be wet. We're going to dive more into that weekend forecast and get you, kind of show you some other things. Next up, Dragon. Katie?
All right, let's head on out to Buck. Boo at the Zoo kicking off tomorrow.
And Buck is there live right now, taking us into the Dragon Room, Buck.
I am. I mean, look at this. This is pretty cool here. We are in the Dragon Room, and this is in the Frogworts area, which is the Asian Quest, which if you're walking into the zoo, you turn right, you go past where the elephants are, and you just keep coming, and it's really cool. Really nicely decorated in here. And I'm joined with Kristen again. Good morning again.
Good morning.
And we have Callie the sea lion, right?
We do. This is Callie.
I love it. And the sea lions, I mean, a new addition here. My kids love checking those out.
It's a great addition. We're all very excited. We're still getting used to it, but we love sharing it with guests and guests' eyes every time they see it. It's exciting.
Anytime you walk by, you hear it. Sometimes you hear them and you're like,
yes.
Whoa, they're loud. So let's talk specifically about trick-or-treating at the zoo with Boo at the Zoo. And it starts tomorrow at 5 for the first day. So what should parents expect when they come for this?
Sure. So when they come in, we'll have Booth Central is what we call it here at the zoo. Right inside the front gates of the zoo, we'll have a tent, supplies, directions, guests here to employees to experience and show guests what to do. We'll have treat bags that they can take around to 13 stations that have candy in our Adventure Cove region, around Conservation Lake, and then in Asia Quest.
Okay.
So each station has specific safety measures in place because we want guests to feel comfortable while still having fun. So volunteers will be wearing gloves at all times. We'll have acrylic barriers that separate guests from the volunteers. Candy, you won't be reaching into a specific bucket. Volunteers will be placing a piece of candy in front of guests at one time. So that way there isn't contact touching or anything like that. So 13 treat stations. We'll also have a really fun seek and find that guests can explore and solve for a chance to win a prize here in our Asia Quest region. So there's lots to do, lots to see, and lots of candy to eat.
And so you don't have to bring in your own bag. You guys will provide that, so that way
correct.
You don't have to worry about bringing in the pillowcases and whatnot.
Yes, we will have bags. We'll have people here to help and answer questions as needed. But yes, we have everything here prepared.
Awesome. Callie thought that was funny. So coming up, we're going to go check out the pumpkins. I mean, these are pretty awesome coming up, right?
Yes, very exciting.
Awesome. All right, let's talk about the weather if you are heading out. Thank you very much, Kristen and Callie. So we're looking at a really chilly start to the morning outside, and We're going to be dealing with really good weather tomorrow to come up to Boo at the Zoo, and also Saturday. If you want to come up by Sunday, that's when it starts getting a little iffy with some rain returning. So check out the sunrise. Beautiful start to the morning. And as I mentioned, it's a little cool. We're at 52 degrees here in Columbus right now. Winds are out of the north at about 3 miles per hour. So it adds a little bit of extra nip to the air, especially if you get any more than a breeze than just 3 miles per hour. Here are some temperatures for you. We're generally sitting in the low 50s, upper 40s. One of the coolest spots, at least in this particular view, has been down towards Grove City, 48 degrees right now. And as we widen this view out, notice these clouds down by Indiana, Kentucky. They're moving in. For right now, we have sunshine outside, but we'll see a few more clouds heading into the afternoon today. Still mostly sunny, becoming a little partly cloudy later today. And you'll see that on Futurecast with these clouds coming in a little bit more throughout the afternoon. And we'll top out later today about 77 degrees, same as yesterday. As a matter of fact, our temperatures today and yesterday almost identical if you plotted them right on top of each other. Now, as we get into the afternoon, we get up to 77 and a few more clouds tonight, but I do anticipate us falling down to about 49 by tomorrow morning. We're at 67 at lunchtime. And again, Boo at the Zoo starts tomorrow at 5 o'clock. Right now, it looks like 75 degrees, very light winds, plenty of sunshine. So great weather tomorrow night to kick off Boo at the Zoo here at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. So let's dive into today's forecast. 77 for the high. We'll see sunshine this morning, building clouds into the afternoon, and a warm day. If you want to just come up to the zoo before all the trick-or-treating and whatnot, today is going to be a great day to do so. Tonight, the Clippers are playing 6:15 for the first pitch. We're looking at temperatures in the mid-50s for the first pitch there, falling into the 60s. So you might want to take the sweatshirt. Tonight, we drop down to an overnight low of about 49 degrees, so a little cooler tonight, tomorrow morning, and then we're back up to 75 tomorrow. Saturday looks great. 20% chance of rain, and that's going to be late Saturday, especially the farther west you live. Rain's going to be moving in from the west. Sundays, on and off scattered showers and thunderstorms. Same for your Monday. So Sunday and Monday are going to be wet. Lingering spotty showers have been showing up around the region for Tuesday, Wednesday. So we're going to keep those at a 20% chance of rain right now. Take a look here at the 10-day temperature trend. We're hovering right near normal, so pretty typical temperatures as we head through the next 10 days here. So I don't want to hear from anybody that we went from summer right to winter, because this is just ideal temperatures, at least in my opinion. Coming up, some of the kids are still getting ready to head out to the bus stop, so we are going to get you your bus stop forecast and check out all of these amazing pumpkins that have been carved up here at the Columbus Zoo.
What, Buck's having the time of his life out there this morning. Boo at the Zoo.
It's always a great event.
Right?
Yeah.
Weather on the go is proving to be a pretty fun thing for us here on Good Day.
It is. I like it. I look forward to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So do I.
Well, he gets to go to all these fun places.
That's
and
why
we're
he's
inside.
MIA.
I'm like, I
That's
want
why
to
we're
go
all here and he's not.
Yeah.
So we do have Phil Kelly in the back as backup in case, you know, something really pops off here. But
There you go.
okay.
You're right here. I'm laughing in the background.
He's back there
Sorry.
giggling.
Good morning, guys. Yeah, we are up at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium getting ready for Boo at the Zoo, which starts tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the first day. It starts at 5 p.m. Check out these amazing pumpkins. There's about 150 of these hand-carved, and some of these, they say on average, takes about 3 hours a piece. Some have taken as much as 10 hours to carve. I mean, these are just phenomenal. All right, let's talk about the weather. We're going to dive more into the details of what you can expect if you are coming up here to Boo at the Zoo, not only for tomorrow, but we're going to dive into kind of a 5-day outlook here in just a second. So let me step to the side and we'll bring in the graphics here from the top and show you what we are looking at. So temperature-wise, we've been chilly this morning. 42 right now in Cambridge. Newark is reporting fog. 47 degrees. You can see the sun's up there, even though they're reporting that fog, but they do have visibility at the airport at a quarter-mile visibility, 3/4 of a mile in Lancaster. So Fairfield, Licking County, right now seeing the worst of the fog that we've got. It's not terrible. Most of us are not dealing with it at all, but we're all dealing with these chilly temperatures. Low 50s, 52 in Columbus still, 42 out to the east in Cambridge. I mean, that is downright chilly. 47 down towards Logan this morning. For the kids heading out the door to the school bus, no need for the rain gear today, no need for it tomorrow either. We start out in the low 50s. We eventually warm up to the mid 70s heading into the afternoon today. We will see a few more afternoon clouds today, but still going to be dry for us as you're heading out for the day today. We're also looking at dry weather for tomorrow as well. Saturday's dry, but look at Sunday and Monday. We've got rain on the way. We're going to dive into that with your 7-day forecast and talk more about when that's going to be rolling in for us. But good news is, beautiful out there on the roads heading out this morning. Katie? Good morning, guys. Yeah, we are up at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium getting ready for Boo at the Zoo, which starts tomorrow. Tomorrow's going to be the first day. It starts at 5 p.m. Check out these amazing pumpkins. There's about 150 of these hand-carved, And some of these, they say on average takes about 3 hours a piece. Some have taken as much as 10 hours to carve. I mean, these are just phenomenal. All right, let's talk about the weather. We're going to dive more into the details of what you can expect if you are coming up here to Boo at the Zoo, not only for tomorrow, but we're going to dive into kind of a 5-day outlook here in just a second. So let me step to the side and we'll bring in the graphics here from the top and show you what we are looking at. So temperature-wise, we've been chilly this morning. 42 right now in Cambridge. Newark is reporting fog. 47 degrees. You can see the sun's up there, even though they're reporting that fog, but they do have visibility at the airport at a 1/4 mile visibility, 3/4 of a mile in Lancaster. So Fairfield, Licking County, right now seeing the worst of the fog that we've got. It's not terrible. Most of us are not dealing with it at all, but we're all dealing with these chilly temperatures. Low 50s, 52 in Columbus still, 42 out to the east in Cambridge. I mean, that is downright chilly. 47 down towards Logan this morning. For the kids heading out the door to the school bus, no need for the rain gear today, no need for it tomorrow either. We start out in the low 50s. We eventually warm up to the mid 70s heading into the afternoon today. We will see a few more afternoon clouds today, but still going to be dry for us as you're heading out for the day today. We're also looking at dry weather for tomorrow as well. Saturday's dry, but look at Sunday and Monday. We've got rain on the way. We're going to dive into that with your 7-day forecast and talk more about when that's going to be rolling in for us. But good news is, beautiful out there on the roads heading out this morning. Katie?
Meteorologist Andrew Buckmichael is spending the morning there as they get ready for Boo at the Zoo tomorrow.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. Mirror Lake right there on that image, just a mirror this morning. Very, very light winds. And it's a beautiful morning here. We are again in the Asia Quest, which is just past the elephants when you walk in the zoo, and it's now known as frogworts. And boy, these are more of those pumpkins. We showed you the huge wall over there. These are more of these hand-carved pumpkins by some of the zoo workers here. Unbelievably talented workers. All right, so let's bring in the weather graphics and talk about what we've got here for the day today and as we move ahead into the next several days as well. So weather graphics wise, we're going to start you off here with that sunrise. What a beautiful time lapse of that sun coming up. Jessica said she just wants to be really grateful for it, but I didn't actually hear her thank me for the fantastic sunrise this morning. Show you some of the cameras. We are seeing blue skies everywhere this morning, and temperatures have been dipping into the low 50s or even some mid 40s in some of the outlying areas. Cambridge on the far right-hand side of the screen in the middle, 44 now, was at 42 last hour. So we're waking up with sunshine all across the state, upper 40s, low 50s, and we're going to warm up to about 77 for the high later today. Sunshine in abundance this morning, but we'll see more clouds as we go through the day. Just a fantastic day. You might need the jacket this morning. By the time we get into the afternoon, start warming up pretty nicely. Now this weekend, tomorrow Boo at the Zoo starts at 5 o'clock, 75 degrees for the high tomorrow, 79 on Saturday. That 20% is late in the evening to the west. So if you're having a home game for the Buckeyes game, they kick off at 3:30 Saturday. Looks fantastic. Rain doesn't move until late Saturday. Sunday will be wet for us. And we've got a lot more coming up from the Boo at the Zoo here, or at least the preview for it. It starts tomorrow, but we're at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium this morning. Katie, how are the roads out there? All right, good morning, everybody. Andrew Buckmichael here at Columbus Zoo or Boo at the Zoo that starts tomorrow at 5 o'clock, but we're doing a little preview today, and I'm joined with Kristen again, so good morning.
Good morning.
So we are in front of, what are these again, Langers?
Langers.
Okay,
yes.
Cool. So, and these are in the Asia Quest, and that's where we've been kind of working our way through. The carved pumpkins are in here. So for anybody coming out, what are the kind of key points they need to know before coming to Boo at the Zoo?
Sure. So we'll have bags and everything for you. Right inside the front entrance of the zoo, if you walk in, we'll have what's called Boo Central. We'll have team members there giving you instructions on what to expect, where the experiences are to help kind of guide you through the evenings and daytimes. We'll have gift bags there for you to put your candy in as well, so you don't need to bring your own bags. But we have all sorts of different experiences, all with COVID safety in mind. So like I mentioned, Tommy Sea Turtles Trick or Treat Trail will have 13 different candy stations throughout the zoo.
Cool.
All with safety features, so that way guests feel safe while having fun and still having the candy experience as Halloween. We have all sorts of animals going around in Asia Quest that you can visit. There's a lot of activities happening in Asia Quest. So some of the activities include our Seek and Find, where you can go and search for clues, turn it in, potentially get a prize. There's photo opportunities.
What's the difficulty level? Like, can little kids do this, or is it, do they need a little help for some things?
I would say it's more geared to kids.
Okay, all right.
With maybe some adult help.
Okay.
But it's simple. So.
And what's the latest mask policy for anybody coming up?
Yes, so currently we strongly recommend masks being worn indoors at all times, whether you're vaccinated or not. if you can maintain social distancing, we'd love you to be able to keep that in mind. We'll be sanitizing things frequently throughout the evenings and daytimes just to keep high-touch services safe. And then each of our different experiences will have specific COVID procedures in place as well, just to make sure guests are feeling safe and welcome.
Okay, and Boo at the Zoo starts tomorrow. It'll be Friday, Saturday, Sunday this weekend, and then
Correct.
it goes through the end of October?
Yes, 5 weekends, so
Nice.
we are excited.
Awesome. Well, thank you very much. It's been a lot of fun here this morning, checking out the animals. They were up here earlier trying to give me a high five, but I think they're camera shy.
They're curious.
Yeah, they are definitely curious. Well, thanks again very much.
Thank you.
I know I will be up here with the kids this, I don't know if this weekend or the upcoming weekends, but it's always a fun time. You can get the multiple uses out of the Halloween costumes if you come up here to this, and then for trick-or-treat night as well. So let's talk about what we got outside. This morning, we are definitely on the cool side of things, but beautiful in the afternoon. We got to 77 yesterday, same as we head on into the afternoon today. So if you need to mow the grass, today, tomorrow, Saturday, good days to do so. You can forget about trying to mow Sunday and Monday. It is going to be way too wet. We got a beautiful day in store today. Try to get it done and mowed now while you can. 52 degrees here in Columbus. So it is that cool, crisp feel to the air this morning. Light breeze at 5 miles per hour right now. Some of the other temperatures, we've all started to warm up a little bit now that the sun's been up for a little bit, about 90 minutes or so now. We have clouds though to the southwest. That's going to be moving in as we go through the day today. And you'll see that with Futurecast. Sunshine this morning, more clouds as we get to noon and by 5 o'clock. 77 though, I mean, we'll see a few clouds in the afternoon, but still a really nice day today to get outside, maybe fire up the grill. As we head into tonight, we drop down to an overnight low of about 49. Some of the outlying areas a little cooler tomorrow morning. Clouds in the morning, giving way to sunshine as we get into the afternoon tomorrow. And again, Boo at the Zoo starts tomorrow, 5 o'clock, 74 degrees. Looks really nice for that. Clear skies tomorrow evening, and Friday night football games will be a little chilly for tomorrow night. I'm going to throw that out there. 77 for the high for the day today. We'll see some clouds later into the day, but otherwise a cool morning, a warm afternoon. Tonight, we also have the Clippers playing. They're playing at 6:15 for the first pitch. If you want to go to the game, they only have a handful of games left. Sunday's the last one, and that one looks like it could have some rain. So if you want to go watch some baseball, go watch the Clippers tonight at 6:15. Great weather. Tonight, we drop down to 44 overnight, partly cloudy, and tomorrow we are back up to a high of 75, mostly sunny. And as we continue on into the 7-day forecast here, rain moves in Saturday evening, late in the evening, so we're looking dry for today, tomorrow, and during the day Saturday. Sunday and Monday, scattered showers, a few thunderstorms. Tuesday and Wednesday, there's still some lingering showers around the area, so we're going to keep that at a 20% chance of rain right now. I do have a birthday shout out here. We've got Emily turning 95 today. Happy birthday to you, Emily. And we're doing birthday shout outs for everyone 90 or older, so if you ever know anyone, send me a direct private message on Facebook or Twitter. I'm not complaining.
When you saw this, you're up at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, weather on the go this morning, and finally you found somebody. I can't believe it.
I did. It only took asking about 20 times,
did.
but eventually Mike was watching TV and he was like, hey, I did it. I went to all 3 games last night.
I
And,
heard he talked
you
his
know, he said
way
he went
into
to
the last one. He had
I
tickets to
heard
the
the
first
same
2
thing.
and then talked his way into the crew
I mean, if
game.
you go to the first two games and then you have to get into the crew, I mean, I'd try to do some talking
Hey,
as well just to get myself through the doors.
Here's the one
Right.
thing, though. He said that he stayed at the hockey game, though, until the very end, like almost the third quarter. So by the time he probably made it down to Lower.com Field, it was already in the second half. So
Yeah.
there wasn't a lot of game left. So it's not like he got front row seat tickets for
Yeah.
the whole game.
But he was
barely
able to
got
do
in there
it.
for the tail end. He was.
And Buck,
3
more
wins. I
importantly-
mean, that's fantastic.
More
Yeah.
importantly, he was listening to you. Don't you love that when people listen to you?
And you know what? He would be lying if he didn't say that he got to see something really cool.
Absolutely.
You guys don't get it yet because you don't see what's next to me. We've got Callie the sea lion next to me here. It's a pun, guys. It's a pun. So we've got Callie the sea lion here. So we're up here at Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Boo at the Zoo starts tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So you'll be able to see Callie, right? And we'll be able to see a total of about 7 different characters if you come up. So if you're coming to Boo at the Zoo, they give you a bag. They'll give you candy here at the zoo with the kids. But you'll be able to see 7 different characters. So that's something to keep in mind. Maybe add an extra little game to it. If you're bringing your kids up, try to find Callie. Try to find some of the other creatures up at the zoo as well. So thanks, Callie. It's been a lot of fun hanging out here this morning. So let's talk about, if you want to come up, bring the family up to the zoo today. Let's talk about weather-wise, and we're going to bring in the graphics here from the top and show you just exactly what you can expect today, hour by hour. Lunchtime, we're already going to be up to about 70 degrees, 77 for the high today. We'll see a few passing clouds in the afternoon, but right now it's blue skies, beautiful, and you can see all the decorations they have. I mean, it is very well decorated. Boo at the Zoo starts tomorrow, 5 o'clock. 75 degrees for the high tomorrow. Great weather. We're dry. 20% chance for a little spotty rain late Saturday evening. We're still dry during the day Saturday. Sunday will be wet, though. The extended forecast. That rain is not only Sunday, but also Monday next week. And then temperatures staying very comfortable. We'll be in the 70s for the next 7 days here, and just fantastic weather. Buck's Best Chime In photo sent in, and I love this photo. This is from Kathy. You have to kind of look carefully. See the little kitten there jumping out of the little pumpkin, I don't know, pumpkin planter there. Love the photo from Kathy. Thanks for sending this in. And as always, use our app, Fox 28, click Explore, then Chime In to send in your photo for the Buck's Best Chime In. And we will be back in the studio tomorrow. What do you guys think of the photo there? I want to see more Halloween photos, some really creative ideas.
All right, Buck, it looked fantastic.
Another call to action.
Thank you.
Let's see if people deliver. All right, so
time now to send things over to Marshall McPeak, who is back joining us by taking advantage of an absolutely perfect day outside. Marshall, I can't think of a better spot to be than the Columbus Zoo right now, and they have a lot going on.
It's going to get even busier because starting tomorrow is Boo at the Zoo. So you can come see the animals, and you can then even stay and enjoy some Boo at the Zoo. Now this is Frogwarts. Get it? Harry Potter. Frogwarts. This is the Halloween homecoming. So you can walk up the bridge and you can find out what's happening at Boo at the Zoo. We're going to get into lots of details over the next hour and a half or so. But first, let's talk about what a beautiful night this is, because we still have plenty of beautiful temperatures. The satellite and radar picture is generally clear for Columbus. Not a whole lot happening right here. You might find a few clouds to the southwest, but generally speaking, it's dry across the area. Delaware still at 79 degrees. We've got a nice warm spot here in Powell as well. 74 in Columbus, most of central Ohio in the mid to upper 70s. Over the next few hours, we will continue to see lots of clear sky. High pressures in the area will drop into the 50s and eventually down into the 40s as we get into the early part of tomorrow morning. It's going to be pretty chilly. I'm aiming for about 47 to 49 in town, and then getting even cooler by the time you get into the overnight hours. So here you go. For the rest of the evening, temperatures staying in the 50s for the next few hours, and then once we get to the overnight hours, we'll drop into the 40s. We're going to go in and explore and show you more about, okay, so we did see the baby elephant and him super cute. So we're also going to check more about what his schedule is like and show you when you can come out here and enjoy Boo at the Zoo.
All right, Marshall corralling up some spooky fun at the Columbus Zoo today.
He is. He's highlighting what's in store at Boo at the Zoo. Hey, Marshall.
So not just the scary animals, but the super cute animals too. Right beyond the waterfall is the tufted deer. It has like 4-inch teeth, so maybe they are scary after all. We'll see. But they're herbivores, so that's good. Jesse, take us up here. Tell us, who lives in this pen back here?
So here on our right are our silvered langurs. They are our monkeys that live in Asia Quest.
Okay, and so they're usually crawling around. Will we be able to see them at Boo at the Zoo?
Yes, they'll definitely be either out here or they do have an indoor exhibit that you can see them as well.
So right now they're inside because
yep, it's about their bedtime.
It's that time of the day.
Yeah,
so
it is.
There are fruit bats inside. There are snakes.
Yep, the reticulated python.
So this is Fluffy's former home.
It is, yeah, and her daughter used to be here as well.
That's amazing. So
yeah.
all of that we can see for Boo at the Zoo, which starts tomorrow.
It does, yes.
Tell me real quick, preview what we're going to see some of your work inside.
So there are about 150 carved pumpkins inside, and those I've been carving the past few years for Boo at the Zoo.
Okay, wait till you see these. These are really incredible. So you'll get to see Jesse's work in just a few minutes. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
we'll see you again in a few minutes.
Good.
In the meantime, it is a beautiful night here in central Ohio. We still have lots and lots of warm air out there. The temperatures are still around 74 degrees out at the airport, so it's still very mild and not much of a breeze for now. However, you're still going to have plenty of clear sky overnight. Temperatures are mild, lots of places places still in the 70s, so it's still shorts weather around here for now. For the rest of the evening, temperatures will be in the 70s to begin with, falling into the 60s over the next few hours, and then overnight tonight is when we're going to actually see things get pretty cool. Because we're going to be clear, we're going to radiate away some heat, and we're going to end up in the 40s across a lot of central Ohio, and then we'll start to get a little bit more of that as we go into the next couple of days. So, looks like we are going to check the 7-day forecast coming up in just a little bit. We will show you more of that. Plus, we're dropping into the 40s tonight, but there's still some warm days ahead. I'll show you those in just a few minutes. So the pumpkins are amazing, and we're going to show you some of those now and later. The good thing about, and we talk about this with the zoo all the time, we're inside. So even on a day that maybe the weather isn't being so cooperative, you can still come enjoy the zoo. That's one of the fantastic things. So we're at Frogwarts, and so you can see the pumpkins that are carved for that with the 4 houses of Frogwarts here at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium. Come on in here, Callie. This is Callie the sea lion. So tell us a little bit about why is Callie here?
So Callie Sea Lion is one of our character ambassadors at the zoo. She represents our newest region, Adventure Cove. So
which is full of sea lions.
Yes, lots of sea lions, seals, and a lot of other animals too.
So when do we get to see not just Callie, but we get to see a lot of her compatriots?
Yeah, so they'll be out all day for Boo at the Zoo for all of the days of Boo. And you'll be able to say hi to them, see them on a train, riding around, dancing to music, and then the other sea lions will be out as well.
There might be some sea lion antics because sea lions.
Yep.
All right. Thank you so much, Callie. It's been nice to meet you. Thank you. Right, let's talk about what a beautiful night it is here at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, because the temperatures are about perfect. The actual Boo at the Zoo event starts tomorrow night, and it should be just as nice as it is tonight. Look at those clear skies all across most central Ohio, getting a couple of clouds now and then, but for the most part, it's really nice. Delaware's still at 77, Groveport at 74, it's 73 in London, so a perfect night to be outdoors and just enjoy this evening. Here's what it looks like overnight tonight. You notice that the temperatures fall into the 50s. We're going to stay fairly clear, though, because of high pressure that's in the region. So that's going to make it really nice for tonight, but you'll notice that especially outside of the outer belt, it gets very chilly because we're likely to drop into the 40s. So here it is, the rest of your evening, 60 degrees at 6 o'clock. We're dropping into the 50s over the next few hours. It is going to end up being very, very nice as we go through the next several hours and into the overnight. More of those pumpkins are coming up in a few minutes, and wait till you see not just how many of them there are, but how intricate they are. Jessie will tell us more about how long she's been working on that in a few minutes.
To Marshall McPeak now, taking his weather on the go to the Columbus Zoo.
You certainly won the lottery there tonight, sir. It looks great, and I guess Boo in the Zoo is getting getting ready to unveil itself here this week. And what do you see behind you now?
So this is the dragon room, and so the pumpkin has taken a nap for the moment, but it's a magic pumpkin, and it's brewing up this magical cauldron that, I don't know, Jessie, what's in that? There's probably some sort of magic brew that it's going to be very exciting. So Jessie's going to tell us a little bit more about some of the attractions that are here this year, because we have a candy run where you can actually go you can trick or treat here.
Yeah, so we have Tommy's Trick or Treat Trail, which will be in Adventure Cove around Conservation Lake and in Asia Quest, where everyone can go around into 13 different treat stations and you can collect candy. You can bring your own bag, or we'll have bags provided in case you don't have a pillowcase or forget yours at home.
And all COVID safe.
Yes. We have several protocols in place to keep everyone safe for this. There's some plexiglass barriers to keep our candy handers out separate from the guests. That way there's no contact. They'll be wearing gloves. They'll put the candy right in the bag so there's no physical contact.
There's a train running around the zoo.
So we have our character ambassador rolling celebrations. There'll be 2 kinds, with our character ambassadors riding it in their Halloween costumes. And there'll be ones with our elephant as a pumpkin and a giraffe as a witch. And then we'll have a pirate-themed one with Callie Sea Lion, who was on earlier, will be dressed as a pirate with her other pirate friends.
we're still looking forward to seeing your pumpkins. We're going to do
Yes.
that coming up in just a little bit. Thank you. We'll see you again in a few minutes. In the meantime, a beautiful night here at the Columbus Zoo and Aquarium, and more of that on the way. Boo at the Zoo actually starts tomorrow, and we're going to have a very similar evening. So 74 degrees right now at the airport, wind out of the north at 7. The relative humidity is very low at the moment. 74 in Lewis Center, 75 in Dublin. Up on the hilltop, it's still 73 degrees. So a beautiful night to be out and about. So here we are, 71 by 7 o'clock. We're down into the 60s by 8 and continuing to see those numbers drop by 9 o'clock. As we go through the overnight hours tonight is when you're actually going to start to see those temperatures falling into the 50s. Hey, Sam, do me a favor. Punch that space bar for me so we can show the tonight forecast. This is what it's going to look like overnight tonight. There we go. Temperatures falling to around 49 degrees in town. As we get into the outlying areas, you'll be in the mid, in some cases even the low 40s, but starry and cool for most of the night. Then we're going to start to get some more of those clouds in here, but they won't last long. We'll see those come and go during the day on Friday. Friday is going to be another absolutely spectacular day. Highs are going to be in the 70s again, so very, very pleasant to be outdoors for that. Here's what it looks like tomorrow. 54 to start the day in the morning by 9 o'clock. A lot of folks already at work by then. By noon, we're at 68 degrees, and then 76 by 6 o'clock. And that's after your high around 4 or 5 in the afternoon, getting you back up into the mid and upper 70s. Big night on the CW Columbus. It's going to be Kaufman taking on Orange. When we get to 7 o'clock, we'll still be at around 73 degrees, so very comfortable in the stands and still in the 60s at halftime. So on the CW Columbus, a big night for Friday night rivals, and that will also be another mild night for it. Sam, punch that space bar for me again. We're going to end up seeing these temperatures fall back into the 50s then overnight, and you'll have a nice start to your Saturday. So the daytime on Saturday is going to get us all the way up to, there we go, it's going to get us all the way up into the upper 70s tomorrow with lots of sunshine, very warm, very pleasant. Saturday, still going to be very similar because on Saturday, those temperatures are going to still be in the upper 70s, and you're dry during the day. That chance for showers is going to be late. It's going to be mainly after sunset. So you still end up with a dry day, but not so much on Sunday. Sunday, rain on and off throughout the day, a high of around 74 degrees. Could even get a few rumbles of thunder on Monday. That's when the actual cold front comes in. And then beyond that, we're just a little unsettled for the rest of the week. So it's still a chance for showers on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But temperatures are going to be pretty close to normal by the time we get to the end of the week. More pumpkins, intricately carved, hundreds of them in just a few minutes.
More weather on the go, and tonight we are getting into the Halloween spirit.
Oh, yeah, we are. Marshall McPeak live at Boo at the Zoo. And Marshall, the weather's certainly not scary today. When does Boo at the Zoo start?
Boo at the Zoo starts tomorrow night, and it's included with your zoo admission. So if you're, say, already here at 4 o'clock and the clock strikes 5, you get to see Boo at the Zoo too. So it's a fantastic opportunity to come out and enjoy everything the zoo has to offer, including, look at these, but there are hundreds of these pumpkins, and each one of them has been hand carved. Jesse's going to show us more about how she did it in a few minutes, but this is one of the things that, along with the animals, you can come out and see and really just sort of take a few minutes and just bask in the glow that is out here. All right, let's talk about tonight. Right now, it is beautiful outside. The sun is still shining, and it is gorgeous. We have generally clear sky around most of the area right now. We're going to keep it that way through the night tonight. High pressure in control, so that will help keep some of the clouds at bay. We will have some clouds tonight, but mainly clear. 77 in Delaware right now, 73 in Newark, it's 73 in Grove City in London, Marysville also at 73 right now. Here's what it looks like for the night tonight. You notice that we're mainly clear, not a whole lot in the way of clouds out there for tonight because of that high pressure, but check out those temperatures falling to around 50 degrees early in the morning, in some areas getting down into the 40s, so it's going to be a chilly start to the day tomorrow, so be ready for that. In the meantime, a very nice evening. I think these are temperatures you're actually going to see later in the evening with us getting down into the upper 50s. We're not quite there yet, but it will be a comfortable night tonight, at least until we get into the overnight hours and things get real chilly. So we're going to talk to Jessie about how she did the pumpkins and when you can come out and see those, and a little more information about some of the animals that you can see while you're out for Boo at the Zoo. Boo at the Zoo starts tomorrow night, and it's included with your zoo admission. So if you're, say, already here at 4 o'clock and the clock strikes 5, you get to see Boo at the Zoo too. So it's a fantastic opportunity to come out and enjoy everything the zoo has to offer, including, look at these, but there are hundreds of these pumpkins, and each one of them has been hand carved. Jesse's going to show us more about how she did it in a few minutes, but this is one of the things that, along with the animals, you can come out and see and really just sort of take a few minutes and just bask in the glow that is out here. All right, let's talk about tonight. Right now, it is beautiful outside. The sun is still shining, and it is gorgeous. We have generally clear sky around most of the area right now. We're going to keep it that way through the night tonight. High pressure in control, so that will help keep some of the clouds at bay. We will have some clouds tonight, but mainly clear. 77 in Delaware right now, 73 in Newark, it's 73 in Grove City in London, Marysville also at 73 right now. Here's what it looks like for the night tonight. You notice that we're mainly clear, not a whole lot in the way of clouds out there for tonight because of that high pressure, but check out those temperatures falling to around 50 degrees early in the morning, in some areas getting down into the 40s, so it's going to be a chilly start to the day tomorrow, so be ready for that. In the meantime, a very nice evening. I think these are temperatures you're actually going to see later in the evening with us getting down into the upper 50s. We're not quite there yet, but it will be a comfortable night tonight, at least until we get into the overnight hours and things get real chilly. So we're going to talk to Jessie about how she did the pumpkins and when you can come out and see those, and a little more information about some of the animals that you can see while you're out for Boo at the zoo.
Marshall?
So this is an entire hall full of pumpkins at the moment. We're at Frogwarts here at the School of Magic for the Halloween homecoming. Jessie, tell me about, who do you have here?
So this is a kiwi pumpkin that I carved for Frogwarts.
All right, so you've carved how many hundreds of these now?
A little over 200.
Over a couple of years?
Yes, about 3 years.
How long does it take you to do one of these?
So on average, it takes about 3.5 hours, but it's taken up to 18 hours.
So let's talk about your process, because if somebody wants to try this, maybe they can learn a little bit. How do you make this happen?
Yeah, so I normally look up pictures first to get a good reference, and then I use a pencil or marker to do a light sketch on it just to get an idea of the outline of what I want to carve. And then I use either pumpkin carving tools or wood carving tools to just very carefully, slowly go in and carve away small pieces at a time, and then eventually it's an animal.
And so, I mean, some of these are really, really intricate.
Yes.
So getting into those tiniest spaces to try to make that happen has got to take you a long time.
Yeah, the ones with the most detail take the longest. You have to go very slow and very careful, or you can break pieces around that you don't want to break.
And then start over.
And then, yep, you have to start over.
The secret to these, we're going to give this away. The secret to these and why they last for multiple years, these are styrofoam. Nobody needs to know that.
Yes.
Jessie, thank you. They're beautiful.
No
Thank you
thank
so
you.
much for sharing.
Thank
we
you.
Appreciate it. All right, let's talk about what's coming tonight and for the next few days. Boo at the Zoo gets started tomorrow night, and it should be a beautiful night for it, just like tonight. Right now, it is still 73 degrees here in Columbus. Wind out of the north at 5. Not really cooling things down at all, but look how dry it is. The relative humidity at only 38%. Clintonville's at 72. Lewis Center at 74. Up on the hilltop, it's still 73 degrees. And during the evening tonight, still very, very comfortable with those temperatures getting down into the 60s by 8 o'clock and down to 64 by 9 o'clock in the evening. Sam, I'm going to ask you to press that space bar for me again so we move on to the next thing. It is going to be a really, really fantastic night tomorrow night for some football. A lot of schools doing the Friday night games now. 73 degrees at kickoff at 7 o'clock tomorrow when Dublin Kaufman takes on Olentangy Orange on the CW Columbus for our Friday night rivals game. Should be perfect for the evening. You might even need sunglasses for the beginning of the game. For the night tonight, we'll drop to around 49 degrees, mainly clear. We'll see some stars, but there will be a few clouds now and then. And then during the day tomorrow, it'll be bright and sunny again. Here's what it looks like on the models for the night tonight. Your next weather maker is that high pressure that's out there now. That will continue to be our main influence for tomorrow. So we'll get another day with beautiful blue sky and temperatures that are going to be a little bit above average. We're going to climb up into the upper 70s by the time we get to the late part of the afternoon. All of that sunshine really helping to warm us up again, plus just a little bit of a breeze, but very, very pleasant going through the afternoon tomorrow. Here's what your high looks like. We get to around 77. It's mostly sunny. It's warm. It's gorgeous. Some blue sky and not much of a breeze. Then on Saturday, you'll notice that we begin to see more clouds moving in. It'll still be a beautiful day, 79 degrees. The chance of showers will hold off until after sunset. And then on Sunday, it's just wet. Showers on and off all day, 74 degrees. Then 72 on Monday with a chance for a few rumbles of thunder. I'm going to leave it a little unsettled for us on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday because we may see a few of those showers kicked up by an upper level low. But it's going to be a beautiful night tomorrow night for the first night of Boo at the Zoo.
All right, it is time to talk weather on this Thursday night, and Chief Meteorologist Marshall McPeak is live at the Columbus Zoo. Hey, Marshall.
It is a beautiful night to be at the zoo. Tomorrow is going to be just like it, and it's the opening night for Boo at the Zoo. So come see the pumpkins. We're in Asia Quest right now, but not far away from that is where you'll find Sydney the koala. Sydney is part of the Australia and Islands exhibit, and it's very nice because koalas sleep about 23 hours a day. So this is the only time that Sydney's actually going to be awake. We appreciate your giving up your 1 hour to be with us. Let's talk about how things are for the night tonight. It is beautiful outside now. In fact, we saw sundogs earlier. Those little rainbows on either side of the sun just a little while ago. If you caught pictures of it, send them our way. Here's what it looks like right now. It's just some high clouds around the area. Most of it's going to end up being very nice for the evening. Will be a little chilly. We're still in the 70s across most of the area. Low 70s now, starting to dip into the 60s, but still very comfortable. You notice those nice clear skies for the next few hours. That's going to be fairly nice. We will do this clearing, which means that we'll drop into the 40s because we're going to radiate away some heat, and that's going to make things a little chilly for the overnight hours, especially outside of the outer belt. So if you think about turning on the heat tonight, don't be too surprised. It might be a good night for it. Temperatures will be falling into the 50s over the next several hours, and we will end up having a nice clear night for at least the first part of tonight, and then some clouds coming in a little bit later on. In the meantime, we still have lots to see here at the Columbus Zoo. There's a baby elephant that you need to see. We'll introduce you in a few minutes.
Are you kidding me, Marshall? Can't wait for it. Thanks so much. Final night of September, and what a night it is. Marshall McPeak is live at the Columbus Zoo.
It is a gorgeous night here at the zoo, and back here, I know it's really, really hard to see. Now, we're going to talk about why the lights are not on, but can you see back in there? There's a little baby elephant in there, and him's super cute. His name is, there he is. There he is. His name is Frankie, and he's about 16 weeks old, and we're going to talk more about how super cute he is and what his future is about and how everybody is teaming up to take care of him in just a few minutes. We'll also talk about why the lights are off. So we'll get into that in a minute. Let's talk about how nice a night it is here at the Columbus Zoo. Tomorrow is the beginning of Boo at the Zoo, and it's going to be a pretty nice night for it. So here's what it looks like for the rest of the overnight into tomorrow. 9 a.m. in the morning, you're going to find temperatures still in the 50s, warming up into the mid-70s, even upper 70s during the afternoon tomorrow. And we're expecting some sunshine because we still have high pressure in the area. So a lot of the clouds that you see there are going to start to break up a little bit during the day. That will then help us warm up. We'll get into the mid to upper 70s again for another brilliant day with blue sky and all that great sunshine. So then by the time we get to the evening and we have Boo at the Zoo getting started, it'll still be very comfortable. 77 degrees for your high and warm and pleasant. Okay, let's talk about why the lights are off.
Yeah, so unfortunately it is about Frankie's bedtime.
Right.
So the lights are off just to not throw off his normal natural cycle of the day. Since he's a baby, he's still learning what it is to be awake during normal day hours, and they don't want to throw it off too much and have him awake too late at night and then sleep all day and get cranky. And
we got here just a couple of minutes too late, and so it was past Frankie's bedtime and the lights had to be turned off. So, but he is still in there for the moment. He's like any other young person. He's still staying up past his bedtime. That's what they do.
Definitely.
So tell us, Jesse, a little bit about his mom is Phoebe.
Yes.
But she is not parenting alone.
Correct. So elephants are very big herd creatures. So the entire herd will take care of the baby. Two of our other females, Sunny and Rudy, have fallen in love with Frankie, and they just adore him and help protect him and spend as much of their time around him as they can.
So it's almost like they've adopted him too.
Yes.
And so even though Phoebe is mom, they're sort of co-parenting right now.
Yep, he's one very lucky baby. Instead of just one mom, he has 3.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, so this was an interesting birth because mom and dad may, well, let's say they weren't in the same room.
Yeah, so he is an in vitro fertilization baby, which means instead of it happening naturally, he was placed inside his mother. That way, it was a certainty that...
I was going to say, that makes it more certain that they're actually going to be able to produce a calf.
Yes, exactly.
And will he spend the rest of his life here, or will he go somewhere else eventually?
So he will probably go somewhere else eventually.
Okay.
We are part of the AZA, he's part of the AZA Animal Survival Plan.
Okay.
So it's a program that has all the different animals in their database, and they will suggest what zoo has the best match for him to go and possibly breed in the future to help the survival of the species.
We got to have more elephants.
Yes, we do.
More elephants. More from the Columbus Zoo coming up in just a few minutes.
Let's check in once more with Marshall. He is live at the zoo.
It is a beautiful night here at the Columbus Zoo, and you're going to be able to come back out here tomorrow night for the first night of Boo at the Zoo, and then it's every weekend through the rest of October. Take a look at your forecast for tomorrow. Going to be a beautiful day again with lots of sunshine on the way. The high in the afternoon gets to around 77 degrees. It's warm, it's pleasant, the humidity is down, so you're going to find it's very, very comfortable. And then on Saturday, I think you're good during the day. It's going to be Saturday night before we start getting some of that rain in here, and it'll be wet Saturday night into Sunday. Sunday, kind of a washout because it's going to be raining on and off all day. By Monday, still a chance for a few rumbles of thunder, and Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday are still looking a little unsettled at this point. So just be prepared for that. But tomorrow, beautiful, Adam, for Boo at the Zoo.
Can't wait.